Carbon credit, or also called as carbon offset, is a credit for greenhouse gases emissions that reduce or remove from the atmosphere by an emission reduction project, which can be used by government, industries, or private individuals to compensate the emission that they generate elsewhere. One carbon credit represents 1 metric tons of carbon dioxide, and it is tradable and governed by a capped trade system that introduced by the Kyoto Protocol. And the project that sell carbon credits usually includes forestry and conservation, renewable energy, community project, and also waste to energy type of projects.
Carbon trading began in early 1997, where 84 countries has signed the Kyoto Protocol, which also include Malaysia.
And under the Article 17 of Kyoto Protocols, the trading of carbon credits have been made available in allowing countries to sell the spare carbon credits to countries that exceed their emission targets. And this become more effective by the force of Paris Agreement on the 4 November 2016, where the goal is to limit the global warming up until 1.5 degrees Celsius. Malaysia has rapidly progressed in achieving the nation net zero emission by 2050 by launching the voluntary carbon market, also known as VCM, which is an initiative under the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Natural Resources, Environment and Climate Change, also previously known as the Ministry of Environment and Water. And the Bursa Malaysia has been mandated to implement the VCM exchange by the end of 2022. This has brought to the Bursa Carbon Exchange Scheme (BCX), introduced by the Bursa Malaysia, which has been successfully carried out its inaugural auction of the carbon credits on 16 March 2023. And the project that traded during the inaugural auction of the carbon credit in the BCX is there are two types based of project, which is first is the nature-based type of project, which is the Linshu biogas recovery, and also the technology-based type of projects, which is the South Cardamom Red Plus project. This auction is designed to facilitate the price discovery for the new products and also to create a reference price for the carbon credit trading on the VCM exchange in the Bursa Malaysia. And Malaysia also can be called as a newbie in carbon trading, as the establishment of the VCM is a positive impact in introducing carbon trading to the companies in Malaysia, and also to slowly shift the voluntary carbon trading to the regulated carbon trading, thus further encouraging the reduction of the greenhouse gases emission in Malaysia. In 2014, Malaysia has launched the Malaysian Green Technology Corporation, or Green Tech Malaysia, which introducing the Malaysian Green Financing Scheme that aim in providing finance for the green technology projects, including those that generate carbon credits. And by 2022, Malaysia has taken a step in establishing VCM, as I mentioned before, which is mandated by the Bursa Malaysia. And it is where the Bursa Carbon Exchange is the first nation Sharia compliant carbon exchange in the world. And the BCS adopt Vera as their main standard certifier, and the project that traded in the BCS must adhere to the methodologies of the BCS, which is the Verified Carbon Standard. There are several prominent international certifiers that are recognized in the voluntary carbon market trading, which is the Verified Carbon Standard by the Vera, Gold Standard, American Carbon Registry, Climate Action Reserve, and also United Nations Clean Development Mechanism. And those certifiers are eligible for the authorization of the issues carbon credits in the voluntary carbon market trading in the international trade. And also in the carbon market, there are compliance carbon market and also voluntary carbon markets. And what is compliance carbon market? Compliance carbon market is assigned by the law mandating emission, where it is involved the governments. And the CERs, also known as the Certified emission reduction that issued by the United Nations Clean Development Mechanism in Malaysia fall under the categories of the compliance carbon market, as the government issue a maximum emissions for each company, while the emitters can buy or sell the carbon credit based on what they have generated as long it complies with the limit. But what we are explaining is more on the voluntary carbon market, where it depends on the entities itself to voluntarily offset their emission by buying the carbon credit without involvement of the governments. And Malaysia carbon market is actually more focused on the voluntary approach, and the offset of the credit mostly is purchased through the verified carbon standard by Vera or gold standard that require the participation of the third parties to certificate and verify the carbon credits. As mentioned before, VCS or Verified Carbon Standard by the Vera is established in 2007 and is recognized as one of the most widely used certification standard for the carbon credits. VCS provide a rigorous requirement to ensure that it have high standards of the environmental integrity and also financial transparency. And the project certified by the VCS issues a credit known as the VCU. As of now, there are no local bodies in Malaysia that can authorize carbon credits in Malaysia, as we mostly depend on the international bodies to verify our carbon credit, such as Vera and also United or the Gold Standard, or also the United Nations of the Clean Development Mechanism to certify our carbon credits.